Trapmore gang, it is a very sad day in the No Jumper universe, okay? Reports have been going around for a couple of days now that Munchie B, the mayor of Inglewood, has quit No Jumper after a very tense and kind of embarrassing live stream on No Jumper with Adam. And I wanted to talk on this not just because I watch No Jumper, I've been on there, but I've done interviews one-to-one with Munchie on his platforms and the other platforms that he goes on. I've obviously done interviews on No Jumper. I've been on No Jumper with Munchie. I've been on plenty of interviews with Adam, and I feel like it is just super sad to see. I'm going to be very, very real in this video, okay? I'm going to keep it very real. It might be a little controversial, okay? I might hurt a few people's feelings, but I'm going to keep it very real, and I'm also going to be respectful, okay? Because I like everybody involved in this situation, but when I see this happen, I was like, oh, damn, this is just sad, okay? I'm going to keep it very real, okay? So look, this was the live stream itself, okay? This is what went down, and before we even get into it, okay, they said they smell a point and shoot video coming soon. All right, I believe it already did come. It's there. If you want to go and see that, that's there. But they said I feel disrespected just watching this. People saying Adam be treating these so-called high rank gang members. Now I don't think the same 4 extra got Adam stressing. Oh no, I didn't even realize Munchie was drunk until he addressed him. Dude got the nerve to call. Okay, look. All right, the comments are crazy. All right, but basically, okay. What happened, okay, it appears to be that Munchie turned up to the show drunk. And I'm going to keep it very real, okay? No Jumper is a little bit too loose, all right? Sometimes it's entertaining when people are drunk on the show. I don't drink. I haven't drunk alcohol in 6 years. I do not drink. Don't rock with it. It's not for me. More power to everyone else that drinks. I like to smoke. Don't really like to drink. 6 years, ain't touched a drink, all right? You might see me with a non-alcoholic beer. I'm not one of these people that caps talking about, oh, I don't drink. I don't really drink. Then you might catch me with a couple of wines and I'll say, I don't count. I literally don't drink alcohol. It does not pass my lips. All right. Pause. Okay. Well, negative pause. It doesn't pass my lips. All right. Don't worry about what else does, but I don't drink. So sometimes I've been on No Jumper when people have been drunk and belligerent. I don't like being around drunk people. Okay. Munchie's cool, but I'm not going to lie. Maybe Adam went a little bit too far, but at the same time, for me, like when people are drunk around me, bro, I remove myself from the situation. I don't really go hang out in bars. I don't really go party like that. Sometimes I might go out to a club or a show if someone's performing, they're going to be playing music that I like. But look, I'm not a drinker. I don't really like being around drunk people. So Munchie turned up. He was on one. All right. He was on one. I don't know if he turned up completely drunk or if he had a few drinks and then he kind of got feeling himself, had a few more drinks during the show. It got a little bit out of hand. But clearly this went down badly. Now, I know Adam doesn't really drink much these days. I've been out with Adam. I've not really seen him drink much. I've seen him take a little shot here and there, but and again, no disrespect, but Adam's one of them people who probably would say, I don't drink. And then you might catch him having a little 1-2 drink here and there, but he's not really deep in it like that. And fair play, more power to him. He's more on his fitness. He's got the family thing going on. You know, I respect what he's got going on. Not gonna lie, all this talk about drinks actually made me thirsty for a beverage. So I'm on Topo Chico right now. Okay, it's lit. I'm out of focus. We're coming back. Come on. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this, man. Because, like, I've seen clips of this, but I've not settled in and watched the whole thing. I've heard all the drama. I need to catch up. So let's check it out.
Half of the hosts of the show are consistently too up to conversate. Munchie can't not make shit about him. Yes, Munchie. We should probably talk about this because you have kind of
hey, hold on, a little rush. Let's make it about me right now. Yeah. What have I made about me though?
You're way too drunk and you just keep talking about your own.
Well, hold on.
We're talking about like topics, and then you just. I dare you to watch this podcast back. You won't do it. Don't stop touching me. Stop it. Stop poking me. What the fuck is this? Get your dead hand off of me. Get out of here.
So I can kind of see it from both sides. This is like what I was saying with the 4 extra thing. I could actually see it from both sides. When you got a drunk person that keeps on touching you, bro, it's annoying. I don't drink, bro. I'm not in that energy. So it's like, I can be around people if we're partying, having a good time. It's all good. But I hate when I'm with my homies and they're a little too drunk and they're a little too handsy, getting their hands around me. Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm good. Like, I don't. Sometimes you get drunk, you get handsy, you get touchy. That's not me, okay? Not the kind of energy that I want from my friends, from random dudes, from fans. Just keep your hands to yourself, okay? Now, saying your dead hands, I feel like that's a little harsh. I don't know if the hands was looking dead to me. They was definitely drunk. They was drunk and alive by the looks of it, okay? So Adam was low-key being a little bit disrespectful with that one, but at the same time, it's kind of like, Munchie, come on, man, you're doing too much. And you drunk, so you're not realizing it, but I feel like Adam, it's like, drunk people, they don't want to hear it. Like, when you're telling a drunk person, bro, chill out. Like, I've had it with, I'm not going to say who yet, but close homies of mine, where they've been drunk, overdoing it a little bit, and it's kind of like, it's almost like, look, I feel you're drunk and you're showing love. Like, you're low key this is a pause, all right? But like, low key, you're trying to touch me, you're trying to put your arm around me, you're trying to be like, yo, that's my guy. And it's cool, I like it, but it's like, bro, just lower the energy a little bit. But they're never trying to hear that. People are like, bro, like, you're my guy. Come on, bro, you're my guy. And it's like, cool. Or even a fan. I've had it where I've been out, no security. Sometimes I'll go out, no security. Sometimes I might have security. Depends what's going on, all right? But I've had it where fans getting too, just like, bro, I watch your shit all the time. Sometimes you be bumping into the gangster dudes. They be tapping your chest like, bro, I love your shit. And it's kind of like, bro, you knocking the wind out of me right now, bro. Just please stop. But that's what drunk people for you, bro. But Adam with the dead hands, I feel like the dead hands was just a little bit disrespectful because I'm not seeing why them hands are dead.
Let's do it right now.
Stop putting
So that was very controversial, right? Everyone said him kicking his chair away. Now I heard from people saying, yo, Adam just kicked Munchie. I was thinking he was going to roundhouse kicked him in self-defense. He really just nudged his chair away.
Let's do it right now.
Stop putting your dirty ass.
No.
Like when he's saying dirty ass hands. Now Munchie, I know when Munchie clapped back, he said, yo, I've got some of the best hygiene over at No Jumper, okay? And I'm not going to lie, I've never seen any hygiene issues with Munchie, and I've done a couple of pods with him. I sat right next to him. You know what I'm saying? I've chilled with Munchie after the show. I'm not noticing no height. So I wouldn't have said his hands were particularly dirty. But when you're drunk, sometimes you got the sticky, you know what I'm saying? The sticky bottle, maybe the Henny's like leaked on the desk. You've put your hand at, like, sometimes with them drunk hands, you feel like they be cleaner than they are. So you know what I'm saying? But dead was a little bit harsh, but maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe sometimes you get a bit weighty.
No. Let's do.
Stop touching me, okay? Hey, personal space. My body, my choice. Stop touching me.
Bro, you don't even use.
I don't want your weird ass dead hand all over me.
You don't use a towel, dude.
Bro, I just don't want your hands are dry as fuck. Get some lotion before you touch me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
I do.
No loofahs.
You already are.
Just stop touching me. See, this is another example. Your truck is touching me.
No.
What is that?
Hey, look. God damn. Dirty blood.
I dare you to watch this episode back. If you can watch this episode back and tell me that you don't think that this has been embarrassing, then you're high on meth because
if you
you've been bugging.
Hold on.
Listen, no. I'm talking.
See, he's still going in with the hand. It's like, bro, you're not listening.
Listen, I'm not holding on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
When you say
No, I'm not trying to hold on. I'm talking. I'm talking. Stop touching me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
Munchie.
Right or wrong? And then you said, I said, Daniel, no, I just let the black water.
What are you talking about, Munchie? We all believe in you as a podcaster, but you're acting like a drunk embarrassment right now. It's super annoying. Man, and we don't want to do podcasts with you if you're going to act like this. So please just stop coming in like this, bro. Shit is annoying as I've been meaning to tell you.
Here's the problem. I think a lot of people, especially people that go on No Jumper, and I think I'm going to keep it very real. Adam's my friend, yeah, but I think Adam has a little bit of a problem over at No Jumper in that it's got this rock and roll, gangster, outlaw, tweaker aesthetic, which has made it very successful. But I think also what comes with that is it's very hard to lay down the law. It's very hard to tell people, bro, there ain't no drinking on this pod, ain't no smoking on this pod. Some people ain't trying to be on the pod if there ain't no drinking and smoking. I'll keep it real. I don't drink. I smoke sometimes, not all the time, but there's times where it's like I've gone to No Jumper like on some shit where I'm not smoking today, but everyone's smoking and I'm like, just let me smoke. Let's just smoke. Fuck it. And it's like, it's a little bit of a culture problem where, fortunately, I'm strong-willed enough. I don't drink. Anyone tries to get me to drink, it's off the cards. I haven't drank in years. I'm not going to start now. But that pull, I'm sure there's people. I mean, Lush, he was sober for a bit. He definitely ain't sober now. I see him off the buzzballs all the time. I do feel like Lush maybe would be better off long-term if he was sober. I feel like he came with a lot more clarity when he was sober. I fucks with Lush. Crash Out Lush is cool. But I feel like sober Lush actually has more longevity. There's more depth to sober Lush, and I fucks with it. And sometimes I'm a little bit sad if I see him tweaked out. That picture of him passed out on the floor with the vomit all around him. That was sad. And you could argue maybe that was wrong to post that, but at the same time, this is No Jumper. It's rock and roll, bro. I don't go to No Jumper expecting that like some mad shit's gonna happen in the back room of the office and it's not gonna get posted. All right. If I get pressed by Whack, it's a go. All right. If I get pressed backstage behind the scenes. That's what you're there for. It's the Jerry Springer show for the streets, all right? And that's why we love it. But it's difficult. It's cultivated a culture of you can turn up drunk. And I think some people like Lush, maybe Munchie, people have kind of got this idea that it's like, yo, I need to go there and turn up. So for some people, turning up is drinking a lot. For me, turning up would be having a crazy debate or getting some shit off as far as like a crazy opinion or like saying something controversial. Bringing up the Young Thug stuff, all right? That was controversial. So I rock with everybody there. But I do feel like it's tough. I feel like Adam maybe needs to kind of like lay down the law a little bit when it comes to like having people there sober And also maybe some people need to have a little bit more confidence of like, yo, like, you're not actually your best like, this is what Adam's trying to explain in this moment, and it's not really landing. But like, what he really needs to do, and Munchie's too drunk to even have this conversation, but it's like, he needs to let people know, like, yo, your drunk turn up self isn't like, you're drunk thinking you're turned up and it's really great content, but actually, like, we're all better having deep conversations sober. And like, maybe we have some pods where we can drink, maybe we have some pods where we can smoke, maybe it gets loose towards the end, but it's almost like, I feel like someone needs to lay down the law. All right, I feel like someone needs to lay down the law, and I feel like this incident is really unfortunate in that this is kind of exposed a little bit maybe of like just one of the problems at No Jumper that like is making it hard for hosts to last long term, because it's like everyone loves Munchie. I feel like Munchie was really MVP of 2025 when it came to like the street stuff, when, you know, Brick unfortunately got incarcerated, and, you know, a few different hosts. Very unfortunate that things didn't work out with 4 Extra, and obviously him and Adam really don't like each other anymore. You know, I've still got love for 4 Extra. I'm disappointed and sad how everything turned out, but like, I still rock with the dude. I still like the dude. Like, I want to see him do well. I feel like that the way that everything panned out, you already know, you know, it did pan out the way that I'd hoped it had panned out. And I think it would have been better if him and Adam could have squashed it. And I really pushed for that. And unfortunately, it didn't work out on either end. And I can't really do much more than that. But I do feel like I hope Munchie and Adam can patch it up. Let's watch a little bit more of this, but I feel like you get the gist.
I'll tell you for a while, but this shit is terrible.
Man, you talking about drunk Munchie?
Yes, because you're being drunk as annoying as you're touching me and you won't shut the up.
Bro.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to get through the donations and you won't shut the up.
You're going to donations
because you keep talking about yourself. Every single donation I read, you turn it into a 10-minute monologue about yourself, talking about some random shit, and then you start touching me with your dead skeleton hand.
Let's talk about let's do whack 100 back.
Oh my!
When we run it back,
literally, you just start talking about whack for no reason. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm talking to you.
It's not great podcasting, okay? And when you're drunk, you think everything that's coming out your mouth is the absolute, the chosen one, is the best idea ever. You think it's the hardest, bestest idea. Oh my God, it's crazy, okay? And it's unfortunate, okay? It's unfortunate that this had to go down this way, because I feel like Munchie was really like, he'd already been on No Jumper before, but it's like, I feel like when Brick unfortunately got locked up, it ended up being a thing where Munchie, you know, kind of, he stepped up for the streets, for the representation, all right? The mayor of Inglewood, and he really made his mark. And I don't feel like this was the best way to go out. And I feel like there could have been a much better future at No Jumper if maybe they could have had a conversation.
You are a good podcaster who comes in and gets blackout drunk for no reason every time. It's holding you back. Stop doing this. You're not invited on this podcast. You're going to keep showing up wasted.
Look, Adam's keeping it real, but he's coming with the wrong energy, right? He's saying you're a great podcaster, but you're ruining it because you keep coming in drunk. Like, you're a good podcaster. Just, like, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I agree, because I've done pods with Munchie, and I ain't seen him drink a lot. I've probably done pods with him where I ain't seen him drink a single drink, and I've done pods with him where I've seen him drink a couple drinks, and he loosened up a little. But this is more drunk than I've seen him. I don't know, maybe he's going through some shit. Maybe he's just turned for the holidays. But, you know, this isn't it. And I feel like even though Adam is coming at it maybe with the wrong energy, he's not wrong. And I know that Munchie can do better podcasting than this myself.
Let's do the bet then.
No, I'm not trying to hear you talking about any more dumb shit, bro. I don't want to do a bet with you until you can talk about whack more.
I bet you don't.
Oh.
I bet you don't.
Why are you drinking more? You don't need to be drinking more. You're drunk as fuck and being annoying as fuck. Yeah. But it's my podcast, and why the fuck would I keep inviting you on when you're acting like a drunk retard?
Bro, because you have these subjects.
Bro, I'm trying to get through the donations and you won't shut the up. Like, you asked so many times to be on this podcast. You were so mad when we stopped doing your other podcast before, and then you reward me by showing up this drunk and you won't shut the up.
What other podcast?
I'm talking about the podcast you had with Flacco and Spotty Face, or Spider Loke. You were bummed when we canceled that podcast, right? And now I have him on this podcast every week. We all believe in you. We all think you have a potential as a podcaster. No, you could. I don't know why you would lie about that. You complained about how your podcast got canceled as soon as you got on No Jumper. Now you're on No Jumper every week. You've got the opportunity, and you're it up because you keep showing up blackout drunk, acting like a moron.
Oh, you lying now?
No. Do you want me to bust out the text? All right, I'll post them tonight. Yeah, I'll go through. I'll post them.
Oh, can we bet some money on Baby Snuds? Can we bet 1,000?
You're saying that you never complained about the fact that we canceled your podcast after 2 episodes. Oh, you're lying. Okay.
Can we bet 1,000?
We got no reason to believe you ever again.
No. Right now, can we bet 1,000?
So do you think that this podcast is not being held back by your alcohol issues?
No. You said, hold on. You said,
bro, I'm not betting you anything. And stop touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop touching me. I don't need your weird ass hands in my face.
That's like me.
Bro, man, I'm out of here.
No, you lied.
Stop touching me.
No, you lied to my last year. What?
Yes, you complained after we canceled your podcast for 2 episodes. I don't know why you would bother to lie about this, but that's not the topic at hand. The topic at hand is why you keep getting so drunk on the podcast and holding the podcast back. Did you hear when I read like 24 donations from people that were complaining about you being so drunk? It's not a fringe opinion.
I'm not sure.
We all believe in you as a podcaster. We all think you have a potential, but as long as you keep showing up drunk, it's like this thing you're doing right here. This is what's holding you back. You said, hey, hold up. I don't want to bet. Shut the up with that.
Nigga, shut the up.
Bro, I don't want to hear about your bad bet idea. Bro, can I finish reading the donations and so you can stop ranting about yourself?
You just lied.
Shut the up. All right.
You shut the up.
Ben Over said, are you done?
For sure, I'm
You should definitely keep drinking.
I'm done.
Definitely keep drinking.
No, I'm done, but you lied.
Are you done?
But you don't want to bet, but I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You done?
I blame this on you.
Can I read the donations?
Yeah, somehow this is my fault.
Yeah.
Can I read the donations? Do I have permission from you? Or do you have more you want to say right now? Or can I read the donations? Serious question. Okay.
Let's just do it.
Ben Over sent $20.
Yeah, it's really a shame that it went down like this, okay? And now after this, okay, Adam would post an Instagram story featuring Munchie that was also poorly received. And again, I feel like, look, if you know Adam, you know this the type of shit he be on, okay? He's posted like funny pictures of me out at parties with him with the girls. He's posted Lush passed out drunk. Like, Adam's my mans, but it's like, I know when I'm around Adam, there's going to be some fucking rock and roll chaos going on, okay? So basically, he posted this picture of Munchie just drunk as hell, looking wild with his you know what I'm saying? Just a compromising picture, okay? And people saying, why do you do Munchie like this? All right. And I feel like that was a little disrespectful, but at the same time, I do feel like they're saying he's picking on Munchie. You know, they hope he gets sued and beaten up. Munchie got to do something. Munchie got to hurt him. You know, Adam needs to get approached and jumped. He's going to think it's 4 extra, but actually it's Inglewood jumping him. I'm not, like, probably shouldn't have done this, but at the same time, it's like, Adam's pissed, he's drunk, he's wilding out. Like, you come to No Jumper, you get drunk. If you pull up to No Jumper drunk and you pass out, whether it's Lush or anyone else, Adam taking a picture and posting it. You in his warehouse getting drunk passing out is what it is, okay? Now, Adam would address the backlash to his Instagram story, okay? And this was covered by another No Jumper general, okay? Poetic Flacco, my man, shout out to him. And he broke down the history and the situation in this video.
But Adam responded back to Munchie be quitting on his Instagram story. Now, Adam also addressed people like claiming that he's at fault or he did Munchie be wrong. Adam don't believe he did Munchie be wrong. He don't think that he's in the wrong at all. And here's what he had to say.
So then as the episode keeps going, me and Munchie, I'm starting to get a little bit more annoyed by the fact that he's so drunk. And so I start telling him, yo, like, stop touching me, because he's kind of doing this thing where he, like, as he speaks, he's tapping me on the shoulder. And it's really, like, I actually really don't like that. Like, I was doing a podcast with Brandon the other day, and he was doing it to me too. And I don't like it, like, when people, like, try to get your attention over and over on a podcast by tapping you on the shoulder. Like, actually, my girl has pointed this out to me too. She's like, sometimes when you're talking to me and you're, like, trying to get my attention, you'll keep tapping me. And it pisses me off. And through her telling me that I was doing that, it made me realize that it also pisses me off when other people do that to me. So I kept telling Munchie, like, stop fucking tapping me. And you saw how it kind of went on the podcast, is that, like, he kept touching me, and I kept asking him to stop. And finally, I kind of blew up, and I'm, like, yelling, like, bro, stop. Like, I was really yelling, like, bro, fucking stop. Like, I was really upset, because it's like, this is my podcast. I feel like it's kind of the least that I can ask for, to ask that I not be touched over and over and over on a podcast, or at least that once that happens, that if I ask them to stop, that they would. That, like, you know, I don't really want to be doing podcasts with people who think that they get to just touch me over and over and over, and then even when I make it clear that I'm uncomfortable with it, they keep doing it. That doesn't sound like a big ask, but that is something that I feel like I kind of need that guarantee as a podcaster. So then as it goes on, he keeps touching me, and he just won't stop. And so finally, I didn't kick him. Kicking implies that I was, like, trying to hurt him with my foot. So, like, I feel like kicking is, like, a total lie of a word that's being used here. I put my foot on his chair, not making contact with his body, just touching the chair, and a word that's being used here. I put my foot on his chair, not making contact with his body, just touching the chair, and I pushed with my foot so that he would not be so close to me anymore, so that he wouldn't be able to touch me anymore. Now, there's people who really feel like this was so over the line. I'm going to be honest with you. I would never hit Munchie in a million years, because the motherfucker is blind. And I got love for him, right? But I think that in that situation, when I've been touched that many times and I've said over and over and over that I don't want to be touched, I actually think that that would have been a situation in which I would have been totally justified reacting with violence. Now, I would not have done that because I don't communicate like that. I would have walked away from the table before I did that. I would have just let the whole stream be done and just walked away.
Can't really fault.
So look, it makes sense, right? Adam felt like his personal space was being invaded, and you know he didn't kick Munchie. He used his foot to push away the chair, but the optics of it weren't good. And you know, what, like, for people trying to make out that it was a kick, it wasn't a kick. But at the same time, the whole situation was just no good. All right. So Munchie would basically clap back and say the following day that he needs to hop on a live with Adam immediately, or he's never coming back to No Jumper.
And I told Adam, hey, we got to get on camera and holler. I don't care whether it's Instagram live or live at No Jumper, so I can address what I need to address. But before next week, before Monday, because I can't let that much time go by without addressing what I need to address. But if Monday come and I don't get that sit down or that dialogue off, well, I ain't tripping. I ain't got to come back because I got to get shit squared away first before I go back on the Tuesday show acting like everything all shits and giggles. Nah, hell no. Right? But because certain you could be upset I was faded, right? But certain verbiage you don't use. That's out. I was totally out of line with the drunk shit, for sure. But you don't talk to adults a certain way, bro. Men especially.
So he felt disrespected in the way that he was talked to, but he did admit that he was out of line with the drunkenness that he was displaying. And I feel like that's fair. But a lot of people in the comment, they feel like Adam really out of line for posting the pic with his pants down, okay? Wasn't a great look. The thing is, it's like, look, I'm not a notorious tough guy from a famous area. I'm just a dork from England, okay? And realistically, for me, I'm knowing if I go to No Jumper, I'm going to be in some shit. It could be embarrassing. It could go left. It could be in a compromising pic. If I go to a party with Adam, I might be taking a pic with some crazy shit next to me and it's going on Snapchat. It is what it is, okay? But it hits different when you're Munchie, okay? And I feel like people do feel like that is out of line, okay? But it would be good to see some kind of redemption arc. Okay, people saying it's a wobbler because Munchie definitely is needed for the Tuesday show, but also it's completely his fault for being an intolerable drunk. I effle Munchie, but he interrupted on nearly every topic, gave an entire monologue that he started through that shit. It was so hard to watch. Adam started getting a little brutal near the end of the show, but I think he was just trying to make Munchie aware of how annoying he was being because Munchie wasn't taking it serious and viewed it like Adam was just picking on him. Said Adam verbally abused Munchie in a public forum. That's not how you talk to people. There's a basic respect element that was lost in Adam's roid rage. I don't know if Adam's on roids. Is that a true thing? If there's content about that, about Adam's transformation, I need to see that. But I do know he'd be hitting the gym, maybe off the creatine. But people saying giving Adam an ultimatum after making an ass of yourself is crazy. People saying he admitted he fucked up. His issue is how Adam is telling him to shut the F up. Adam didn't need to be disrespectful like that, regardless of how drunk or annoying he was being. Here's the thing, though. This is why Adam is so deep in the game, is that he doesn't really hold his tongue. He's not scared of the gangsters. I'm scared of the gangsters, all right? I'm scared of the gangsters. I'm scared of everyone, okay? I stay out of the way as much as I can, and I try and keep things honest and real where I can, but at the same time, I'm scared. I'm not trying to run into Dirk, all right? Not trying to run into any number of people that I've made content on that's not positive. Probably not trying to run into Youngboy at this point, okay? But at the same time, I'm quite comfortable giving my opinion. I feel like I should be entitled to my opinion. I should be able to share my opinion. Adam don't give a fuck, and people know where he's at, and he might see you on the show next week, and he don't give a shit. He ready, okay? He ready for action, and that's why he's popular, because he's not scared, he doesn't hold his tongue, and he keeps it very real. I keep it real, but I am scared, and hey, I got a different genre of content going on over here, okay, is what it is. But apparently Munchie B has officially quit No Jumper, okay? It is very sad, and it is stamped now. He's left the show.
But I decided just to reset, do my own thing on morals over money. I wasn't fired. I gave him an ultimatum. I would have had that sit down that I wanted. I didn't wait. I requested it Wednesday, and I hit Josh and Adam Thursday. Hey, thanks for the opportunity, but that's my last Tuesday. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. And that was that. Okay.
So look, he said he's going to focus on his own platform, morals over money. Okay, and shout out to Munchie. You know, he does his thing on his own channel. I've reacted to some of his content before. A lot of people are taking Munchie's side. They're saying Adam's a bad leader. Munchie was wrong for being that drunk, but Adam should have led. I do feel like I get where people are coming from, but at the same time, it's like, how can you lead if you don't, at a certain point, put your foot down and say, okay, enough's enough. Maybe there was a better way of doing it. I feel like in the heat of the moment, you can't tell anyone how to act, but it's like, maybe in hindsight, Adam might have thought, oh, look, you know what? I could have just ended the show and told Munchie privately, you can't come back on the show if you're drunk. And that's that. But hey, everything's perfect with hindsight, isn't it? But that's not really what was possible. You know, people are saying the show's not going to be hitting without Munchie. I do feel like Munchie was bringing a lot of good energy to the show, but then also when he's coming through drunk like that, that's not good energy. That wasn't a great podcast. He was saying, I respect Munchie, but once he leaves No Jumper, his motion is over. On the other hand, it'll be interesting to see how Adam handles this incoming mess. Lush, Ant, and Adam is not a show worth watching. Hefe would be asleep the whole time. No other host can fill Munchie's role. Munchie does hit. Like, he does hit. The way he goes about it. Is different, man. I feel like the energy that he brings, but it's just best when he's sober. We need to, like, Munchie, if he's sober, he's such a great podcast, and that's what we need. That's what we need back, okay? People saying, what was there to talk about on a 5 to 10 minute phone call at best? Hey, I won't show up shit-faced drunk anymore, but can you at least apologize for being so mean to me? Okay, Munchie, I'll apologize. Done. I mean, that could have actually been a great way to go about it, and maybe that could still happen. Maybe there's room for that, okay? People saying the mayor will be good. Munchie's going to be good. Seems like all the other hosts can hold... seems like all the hosts that can hold their own don't last. No Jumper fumble Brandon and Munchie. Adam is about to put the whole No Jumper universe on Crit Mac back. Hopefully he doesn't piss him off, okay? Well, unfortunately, this did lead to more internal squabbles, man. And basically, this is when tensions would shift towards Ant Hefe, the No Jumper host, who I rock with. I've met Ant Hefe a couple times. I like him. I like his content. Obviously, he does get dragged a lot for falling asleep on the show. That is something that's happened a few times, and people have pointed out. But I feel like when he locks in and gives his opinion, he does bring good perspectives to the show. But that is something that a lot of people have picked on. Now, okay, Munchie B would call out Ant Hefe for making content about that picture that Adam posted of his pants sagging.
He said, but I told you, I said, I'm going to post this. You told me, go ahead, you should post it. Whatever I said when I was drunk, I don't remember that shit. But for Ant to go do some content, like, you got to be long content, right? That's low-hanging fruit. And on top of that, I could have been fired your ass up a long time ago. I be skipping. I'm like, damn, he just looking for anything, right? Now pause right there. A couple days ago, when I figured I'm like I'm cool off this No Jumper shit anyway, I told Gangland Neem, I said the only reason why I want to turn around, jog back, like, all right, never mind, I'll fuck around. It's because Young and Hefe, I believe he's a hater, and I believe he's a hater, and I think that'll satisfy him if I should, because some niggas think they'll step up be a star player, but they ain't got the star quality. They just don't have it. And I don't like giving niggas the satisfaction. But I'm like, morals over money, I'm out of here. So, however, back to where I was at. Now, I could have been fired this dude up, but I'm like, you know, I'm just keeping gangster with him. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote. Like, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? I mean, he weighed whatever he weighed. He had this little bitty ass sweatsuit.
So look, they got in their little beef, okay? He felt like Ant was disrespectful, okay? And they're saying Ant will probably put out a video yelling in the camera by the end of the night, okay? People saying, damn, I wish Munchie's era lasted longer, but here we go. More content coming, all right? They be saying Ant's been hating on Munchie, and Ant Hefe, of course, he did push back, okay? And he explained that the segment that Munchie was upset about wasn't even meant to be about him, but he had his little response still.
You letting this internet and this podcast shit come to your head, bruh, and whatever you got going on with Adam 22, so you not mad at Adam 22 no more, but you mad at me. Nigga, you listen to 15 seconds of a fucking segment and say I'm talking about you for an hour, nigga, then you lie and say you listened to 15 minutes of it. Nigga, if you listened to 15 minutes of it, you would have knew that the segment, nigga, wasn't really about you, nigga. It was about the weirdo at me, about some content made about you. But, nigga, that's how you know you niggas is the ones that's really been hating, nigga. You been hating, nigga. I don't gotta hate on you, nigga. You don't got nothing I want, nigga. You don't do nothing I want to do, nigga. Hate, nigga. Hating on what? What is a nigga hating on? Explain what a nigga's hating on, bro. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Come on, nigga. You have been slipping all type of places and all type of shit. Nigga, and I tapped in with you, nigga, and let you know shit. Nigga, come on, bro. You better, man. Niggas like, yeah, man. Niggas keep being social media, though. But look, man, hey. Woo. It's social media, boy. It's something else, man. Like, and I don't know.
So look, all right, I'm going to wrap it up there, but I do feel like there is just, it's just a really sad thing to see people not seeing eye to eye. I feel like Munchie is a great podcaster. I feel like maybe there is a way back. As I feel like that comment summed it up well, as it's like, if they, and still at this point, if they could just get on the phone and Munchie just say, look, I ain't going to be coming through drunk anymore. And I'm just say, look, okay, I should have spoken to you differently. He was upset at the time. He felt like the show was being ruined. It must be very frustrating to be on the show and to just have shit go left, and then you can't bring things back. So I rock with Adam. I rock with Munchie. Okay, I rock with Ant. I'd like to see everyone get things back on track, man. And I feel like Munchie was definitely an all-star player for No Jumper 2025. You can't take that away from him. He's got his own platform, Morals Over Money, so go check that out. Young Ant Hefe got his own channel going on. And, of course, you already know No Jumper. So, yeah, man. Let me know what you guys thought below, okay? I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the situation. And it was very interesting to just see how it all played out. And definitely not how I wanted to see the Munchie B storyline come to a close. But it might not be the end. So let's wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold my breath and wait and find out if the mayor is going to be back in town at some point soon. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate it. I'm out. Peace.